Welcome to Langmaster Global. Here, you can learn English by listening to short and interesting stories. Tell us a wholesome story you have with your mom. The surprise cake. My mom is an amazing woman, so I have many cute stories about her. Last year, it was my birthday, but I had a very long day at work. When I came home, I sat on the sofa and sighed. My head was heavy, and my eyes wanted to close. I felt so tired and a little sad. I did not prepare anything for myself. Suddenly, the lights went out. I jumped up, scared. I thought the power was gone for good. Great. Now I do not even have Wi-Fi to surf the web, I thought to myself. Then I heard my mum shout loudly, "Surprise!" She came inside with a big pink cake. It was covered with colorful stars and little candles. I blinked and said, "Wow, Mom, this looks amazing." She laughed and said, "I made it just for you." Then the doorbell rang. I was surprised when my friends walked in, carrying gifts and smiling. Mom had secretly invited them to the party. We ate cake, drank soda, and told funny stories. I still remember that Mom wore a red dress that evening. She had curly black hair and bright eyes. Her eyes shone with joy. Mom has always loved making people happy, especially me. After the party, I took a picture with my mom. The photo still hangs on my wall. Every time I see it, I remember that happy night. Mom always knows how to make me smile. The rainy day walk. This story is from when I was a toddler. I was very shy and quiet back then. I didn't like talking to strangers or going outside much, but my mom was always there for me. One rainy afternoon, I didn't want to leave the house, but my mom put on her big red coat and said, "Come on, let's go for a walk." I was surprised and a little scared. "It's raining so much," I said softly. Mom smiled and said, "Rain can be fun if you try." We walked slowly down the street. Mom stopped and held my small hand tight. "Look at the raindrops on the leaves," she said. That was the first time that I noticed that the rain made the world look fresh and clean. The leaves on the trees were shiny with raindrops. I laughed and said, "You're funny, Mom." Then, Mom made me jump in puddles together. Splash, water went everywhere. Mom laughed so hard. She picked me up and spun me around. Oh, we watched animals too. A little dog shook off water nearby. We waved at people passing by. I felt safe with Mom beside me. When we got home, we drank hot chocolate and laughed about our silly adventure. That day, I learned even rainy days can be full of joy if you have someone special to hold your hand. The lost keys. My story is a little different because it's funny and silly, but somehow I can't forget it. One busy morning, some years ago, my mom woke me up to say, "I think we lost our house key. Come help me." I was very sleepy, but I still remembered that Mom looked very worried. "Where did I put my keys?" she kept asking. I helped her look everywhere. The living room, the kitchen, even the car. We looked for more than 10 minutes. Still, no keys. Mom sighed and said, "Maybe I left them at work yesterday." I nodded and thought, "Yeah, maybe you did." Then, Mom sat down on the couch. Suddenly, the keys fell out from her pocket. We both laughed so hard. "Silly me," Mom said. I said, "These little moments are my favorite memories with you." Mom gave me a big hug. Keys lost, keys found. A funny, happy morning to remember. standing up to the bully. When I was about 5 or 6, I got into trouble at school. There was a bully in my class. He was mean and pushed me around. One day, I decided to stand up for myself. I pushed him back, but I think I pushed too hard. He hit his head on a metal post. The school called my mom. I was scared. I thought Mom would be very angry. When Mom came to the school, she looked mad in front of the teachers, but she didn't yell at me. She just took me home quietly. That day, Mom took me to the supermarket. She held my hand and said, "Bullying is not okay, but you don't have to be scared. You must be smart and calm." I listened carefully. Mom smiled and said, "Remember, always use your brain, not just your hands." The next day, Mom went to the bully's house. She talked to his parents. I do not know what she told his parents, but I remembered that Mom was serious but calm. After that, the bullying stopped. Mom never let me face problems alone. She taught me to be brave and smart. Mom always said, "Your mama didn't raise a scared kid." Now, I'm proud I stood up for myself, and I am thankful my mom was there to protect me. The duck chase. Every family vacation, my mom was always the reason. There was a funny story to tell. One summer, we stayed at a farm. The sun was shining. It was a little hot, but a cool breeze made it comfortable. My mom, Sarah, is short with curly blonde hair and bright green eyes. She wore a big straw hat that day and a light blue dress with flowers on it. My little sister, Mary, was about 5, with pigtails and a big smile. Dad was tall and strong, wearing a baseball cap and sunglasses. At the farm, there was a pen full of ducks. A sign said, "Keep ducks inside." Of course, my little sister and Dad wanted to pet the ducks, but Mary forgot to close the gate. Suddenly, the ducks started to run out. They waddled fast, flapping their wings. Mom decided to catch them. She ran after the ducks, laughing and shouting, "Come back here, silly ducks. Guys, come help me." The ducks ran everywhere. One duck ran under a tree. Another jumped over a small rock. We were all panicking. We ran around and tried to help Mom. But she was the fastest of us. She captured almost all ducks. But the last one was dangerous. He ran fast and straight to a lake. As she ran after him, Mom slipped on the wet grass. She fell right on the duck. The duck made a soft quack, looking surprised but not angry. We all laughed so hard. Mom got up, smiling and shaking her head. "Those ducks are faster than me," she said. That day was full of fun and laughter. She always made life exciting and happy. And I'm thankful my mom was there to protect me. The Mother's Day Scavenger Hunt. In 2020, during the lockdown, Mother's Day was very different. I wanted to make Mom happy. Even though we stayed home all day, I left a card on her bedroom dresser. I knew she would find it right after waking up. Inside the card was the first clue for a scavenger hunt to find her present. Mom was still sleepy when she started. She looked under pillows, behind books, and even inside her shoes. She bumped her head on the closet door and almost fell over the laundry basket. She mumbled, "Who made this crazy game?" Slowly, Mom finished 10 clues all around her bedroom. She looked annoyed, but I knew she was having fun. The last clue said, "Look on the bedside table." She went to the bedside table and stood there. She looked a little confused. She needed to read the clue again and again. The funny bit was that, while she was reading, the present was right behind her on the table. I put it into a brown box, so maybe she did not see it. It took her almost 10 minutes to notice the box. We all laughed so much. Mom tried to stay serious, but she smiled and said, "Never do that again." That day was funny and full of love. It's a memory we still laugh about.